Yeah, basi mnajua tena ni mimi Kasadi Mama TV. Unajua basi tuko hapa, tuko Sunday, tuko dimanche kizi wanasema mu français. Mbele tuanze basi ninasema leo tuko na big guest. Leo tuko na big guest, ni mtu anafanya YouTube, anafanya ma vlog, anavoyage sana, anaenda ma trip left and right. So leo niko na mtu napenda kwanza I present jina lake. Present jina lake. So Kim, I'm just gonna give you a few minutes to present. You just gonna present yourself.
Yeah, hi guys. My name is Kim Kaozi and I am a YouTuber / content creator. You can find me under Kim Kaozi on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, really anywhere. I do lifestyle and fashion content and a little bit of traveling too. Yeah.
Okay. Napenda nimuulize kwanza kwa miaka ngapi anakaa hapa Canada, kisha pale atawaambia kama miaka ngapi anakaa Canada na kitu gani kilimtuma aanze hivi vitu vya YouTube. So Kim, my first question is, so for how many years you've been living in Canada?
I've been living in Canada now for like almost 20 years,
20
I think.
Years.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot. And how did you start this YouTube thing?
I've always loved YouTube actually. I would say that I started when I was a kid. There's a couple YouTube videos of me when I was a kid. If you can find them, good luck. But I started with my little sister when I was younger. We'd post random YouTube videos and then yeah, YouTube's really, not YouTube, but like social media is really popular right now, and my favorite platform is YouTube, so that's why I started my YouTube channel. Yeah.
Wow, that's good. And so, the only thing that you do right now is it only YouTube, or do you have even a TikTok account or
it's
video?
Mainly my YouTube channel, but I'm trying to post on TikTok now. I have a few TikToks. I do Instagram, like stories and posts and all of that, but I'd say, yeah, YouTube.
Okay, true. Okay, and besides YouTube, because I was looking to your Instagram, and it says that beside YouTube, so sometimes you do modeling. Is it true or?
I wouldn't say that I am like a model, like technically a model, or that I do full-time model at all. I'd say I like fashion a lot. I just went to Toronto Fashion Week and yeah, I just love fashion. I've always loved fashion since I was young, and I feel like with social media you can do fashion and YouTube and TikTok and all of that. Yeah.
Wow. No, that's cute. And yeah, and anyway, as you know too, you know what we're doing this video, and because I know I do have some people, they only speak Swahili too. And do you know? And because I heard that you're from Congo, your parents are from Congo. And
Yeah.
Were you born here or were you born in Congo? Or?
No, well, I was not born in Canada. I was born in Zambia actually, but my parents are Congolese, so I'm Congolese, and I moved to Canada when I was like 5 years old.
5 years old.
Yeah.
Wow. Can you just explain to me a little bit of what type of YouTube video you do like?
Yeah. So I would say like lifestyle content. I take you guys along with me for like a week in my life or a day in my life. I also do fashion too. I just went to Toronto Fashion Week. One of my best friends, he actually makes clothes, and like we put clothes together and outfits together and stuff. And yeah, I would just say fashion and lifestyle is like the biggest one, because those are the things that I find important. And yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. No, that's good. And yes, and my question is, so beside that, because you said anyway your parents are from Congo, can you like, do you know how to do you still remember how to speak Swahili, or like do you know a few words in Swahili?
Yeah, actually, I kind of taught myself Swahili a little bit when I was younger, because my parents always spoke Swahili at home, and like I said, I moved here when I was 5 years old, so like I didn't get to like be in Africa and like learn Swahili, but my parents always talked Swahili in the house, so I always wanted to know what they were talking about.
Okay.
So I don't know, I kind of just like taught myself so I could understand what they're talking about. So I can definitely understand Swahili, it's just I can't talk Swahili too much. Like
too much, okay. So if I say jambo, do you know what jambo means?
It means hi.
Hi. Okay.
Yeah. Jambo.
Okay. Jambo.
Habari. Muzuri.
What's the meaning of habari?
How are you?
Good. Okay. Cheers, good. Okay. Cheers for that. Wow.
Cheers, yeah.
Yes. And so yes, and as a Congolese girl, because you know, and usually in our Congolese culture, myself, let's say our sister, and we don't know how to cook. Do you know how? Like, do you do cooking? Sometimes like video about you cooking. Let's say some pondu, and you know what's pondu?
Yeah.
Yeah, pondu, or do you make fufu sometimes, or what? Or it's only mom?
Wow. I can cook for sure. I can definitely cook, but I wouldn't say that I know too many African dishes right now, or really any. But I definitely want to learn for sure.
For sure.
And my mom cooks a lot of it, but I definitely want to learn for like myself and like
So,
my kids in the future, and like to keep the
Sure.
culture,
That's true.
you know?
Keep the culture alive.
Yeah. Exactly.
Nice. I wanted to ask you a question, but before I do that, I'm just going to translate to my people in Swahili. Yeah, mnajua Kime amefika Canada alikuwa na 5 years old. So wakati mtu anatoka Zambia, juu kwa sababu amesema wazazi wake wanatoka Congo. Kutoka Congo kisha kwenda Zambia, amezaliwa Zambia, amefika Canada, alikuwa na 5 years old. Sasa napenda nimuulize difference gani ilikuwa kutoka Zambia na kufika Canada. So Kim, I want to know like what was your first impression from moving to Zambia to Canada? How was it? Yeah.
My first impressions, to be honest, I don't remember like too much like when I was younger, but I do remember like there wasn't as many, I would say like not people like me, like there wasn't as many people from the African community, I can say.
Sure.
When I was younger, like compared to now, there's like a lot more people. So I would say my first impression was that I felt like it was different and new, and it was a lot of like learning to speak English, or like learning different things, because
too.
yeah, it was a different culture. But yeah, I had my parents, so which a lot of people like don't always have their parents, so it made it easier for me. Yeah.
Okay. And for how many years have you been living in Moncton, New Brunswick?
Since I moved from Africa, so like
Africa.
5. I left when I was 5. I'm 23 now, so like.
And I know this is a small city. How do you find it? Like, what's special from what's special from this city?
I would say just that I have my family here. Really, that's like the most important thing to me. Like, it's a really small city, so there's not like that many things to do. But like, since I have my family here, it's like makes it a little bit easier and stuff like that. And I have a lot of friends too that are here. And since I grew up here, like I made a lot of friends. So yeah, just like my community and like family for me, like makes it a good place.
Easier for you. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. And so from here to okay, let's say in 5 years, like how do you see yourself in this? Let's say that your YouTube career. Let me say your YouTube career. Like, what's your plan? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to reach? Like,
yeah, I'm trying to be for sure in my YouTube career, like you just said. I definitely want to do more with YouTube. Definitely, of course, want to have as many followers on YouTube or TikTok or any platform that I can. But like I said, my main focus is YouTube. I definitely want to be in the fashion world somehow. I've always wanted to like have my own brand or something like that, or just like have a fashion show, because like I said, I just went to Fashion Week, but like having my own fashion show would be really cool. And yeah, just like a family of kids, nice house, nice car. Yeah.
Wow. And when it comes to education, like what is your background? So because maybe some people might ask that, what's your background?
Yeah.
Where you're from high school, and then after that, can you just explain to us a little bit?
Yeah. So I graduated from high school in Moncton here, and then I went to university for 4 years. It was in Nova Scotia, which is not too far from Moncton. Yeah. I went to university. I took sociology. That's what I got my degree in, and women's and gender studies. And then last year I took a course actually in early childhood education. And then I took a year off, and now I'm doing YouTube, but I might go back to school. So I don't know. I always want to be like educated. So yeah.
No, you look like that's good. Yes, basi hapa mmesikia Kim mambo Kim amesema, basi yeye amesema gisi wakati alifika hapa juu ilikuwa changement, haikuwa facile. Wakati alifika hapa anatoka Zambia anaingia Canada, unajua kitu kilimsaidia sana ilikuwa kwa sababu alikuwa na familia yake, alikuwa na mama na baba walikuwa pale nyuma yake wanampush. Ndio amesema sasa in 5 years amesema anapenda basi kitu kinafanya kwenye TikTok, kitu kinafanya kwenye YouTube, anapenda pate watu wamfuate, ndio wanaita wa followers. Kisha pale kisha amesema juu ya education yake, amesema ameenda kwenye university, amefanya kwa miaka 4, amefanya ile ku university na leo iko pale, amesoma masomo mengi mengi mengi. Wakati mnamuona hapa ni mtu mwenye iko na akili sana, iko na akili. Ndio basi mkiona Bakime msikose kumsupport, msikose kumfuata na njoo vile maisha basi iko. Basi ni mimi wenu Kasa di Mama basi wanamuita. Wengine kwa majina wananiita baba lao. Kuna mtu wakati saa Eddie ananiita nani? Ananiita mzee wa meno. Wengine wananiita Casanova, wengine wananiita Kasa di Mama. Basi and yes Kim. So I want you just to give a message. So what will be the last message that you might give? You know how sometimes we do have newcomers coming from Congo, coming from, let's say, Rwanda, Burundi, from Mali. I do have my friend of mine from Mali. I don't want to forget my best friend, Breezy. Shout out. And who? Okay, who else? Yeah, anyway, let's say, yeah, people coming from Burundi, Rwanda, and well, Nigeria, Senegal, and all that. So what can you give them as a message, let's say when you arrive here, and if they let's say if they want to achieve something, like what can you give them as a tip?
I would probably say that I'm sure like a lot of people who are moving here to Canada are coming here with like a dream or like something that they want to do. So I would say whatever like your dream is or whatever you want to do in life, always like go through with it and do it, because I know coming to Canada and moving to Canada, it's like different, a culture shock, but that can't stop you from what you want to do, and you should just make your dreams come true as much as you can. And that's my best advice, is to just work hard and keep dreaming.
Keep dreaming, yes. Okay. Kwa watu wenye kusikia vitu vya Kim amesema wakati unatoka Africa na unatoka Canada, hapa ni nchi unapata opportunities za mingi. Wakati unafika hapa kisha amesema keep dreaming, ndio kusema ile wanasema never give up, maana ni kusema kama una opportunity unapasha go for it. Na kama ufanye vile basi utajikuta umenyamba mumai. Actually, okay Kim, so let's talk now about your, because yes, you said that you went to Toronto like 2 weeks ago.
Almost a month.
Yeah. Almost a month. So can you just explain to us how was it, like what you did, and how was the adventure like? Can you explain to us a little bit more?
Yeah, so I went to Toronto Fashion Week last month. It was my second time going to Toronto Fashion Week. It was a really fun experience. It was definitely a lot, I would say a lot better than last year, but this year I knew a lot more people and I got invited to a lot more fashion events and stuff like that. So I had a lot more fun experiences this time. I went to 2 fashion shows. And yeah, it was just a really good time. It was really nice to like see people who do fashion and are interested in like the same things as me. So yeah.
So by you going there, are there any connection that you came with, like?
Yeah, like I said, last time I went, I was able to meet some people. And so this time I reached out to kind of like the same people that I met last time. I got invited to a fashion show. Apparently it's like exclusive, like celebrities get invited to like that spot and stuff like that. So like I thought that was really cool. I was able to meet like one of the designers who like made the clothes in the show. There was 2 models that I met too. I made a TikTok about it, so if you want to check it out on TikTok, there's a TikTok. I got some TikTok content too, like I did a what are you wearing to Fashion Week video, and I posted it on my TikTok channel. And yeah, I just was able to make a lot of friends and stuff like that who are in fashion, so that was really cool.
And yes, I do have a quick question, because I know you do have that, how can I say, that touch or that eye when it comes to fashion. And the way I dress right now, will you say, how do you, like, let's say how do I dress right now? Is this a fashion?
Yeah, actually, I do like your outfit. I noticed it when I came. I was like, that's a really nice outfit. You have different, I find it's important to show off your like personal style when you wear your clothes, and also make sure it makes sense too. So I think it worked. Yeah.
Because Okay, because I was so scared because I was like, okay, is she gonna judge me? Am I dressed enough? But okay, if you say that, that's good. Okay.
Yeah.
And now, Kim, yes. Anyway, you said that maybe in few years you wanna get your own brand. So, uh, how are you going to do that, or what takes you like to get there? Like,
Yeah.
what do you think? Yeah.
Well, like I said, dreaming, of course. That's
True.
definitely a dream of mine, and I think it's important to like chase after your dreams even though it might seem like really hard or like impossible. That's why I feel like it's important to like know what you want because it's a lot easier to like go for stuff when you know exactly what you want. And I've known that I've wanted to like try and build my own brand for a long time. So like I feel like I try to do things every day that I'm like, okay, this is gonna help me with hopefully one day when I get my brand and stuff. So like something that I would say is important is like connections and like networking and like traveling to like places that are gonna help you build like a brand or like build what you need to get there. So that's kind of what I'm doing now. I would say is just trying to travel and meet different people and just experience like fashion and like the things that I'm interested in. So I have an idea of what to do and where to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you willing to do that in Moncton, or are you planning to move somewhere so to start your, let's say, to chase your dream, or what's your plan? Yeah.
Actually, a big part of like my YouTube channel and like social media for me is that I find a lot of people say you have to move to like Toronto or like California, the United States, or like somewhere where there's a lot of people who are doing the same thing in order to like make it and be popular. But I don't really believe that because like there's been people that made their dreams come true and like became really popular just from where they were. So like I think that I would like to say that I am trying to like grow where I am. So like right now I'm in Moncton, so that's where I'm trying to like find connections and like build from here. But as for moving somewhere to like work on YouTube and everything, I don't think that I need to do that right now, but I'm definitely like open to do that if I need to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. So basi hapa tunamsikia tena Kim jinsi anatuambia. Anasema kama unapenda ufanye big things in life, sio kama kusema tu una move unaenda Montreal wala unaenda Toronto. Kuna vitu vingine vile unapasha fanya maisha kama tu uko focus, unapasha fanya vya in the small city, unaona. Sio kusema kama una move wala sio kusema maki kama unatia tu mind yako ku project zako, dream yako, unapasha fanya vile, unapasha make everything happen. So Kim, now, beside fashion, let's say on YouTube, like, do you do any sports, dancing, or do you golf?
Definitely not golfing. Dancing, I wouldn't say like I'm a professional dancer or like I want to do dancing as like a career or anything, but I've definitely danced since I was like a young girl, and I've always danced with like my sisters. And my sisters actually love to do TikToks, and like we always know all the TikTok dances and stuff like that. So like I would say we would post on TikTok, but that's probably as far as I would go with like dance. I wouldn't take it too seriously. Other hobbies is like yoga would be really the only thing that I can think of, but really my main priorities right now are just YouTube and social media and content. That's like I'm really focused on that right now. So yeah.
And what type of music you listen to?
I listen to like.
Let me guess, country music. You
oh
know?
Yeah, totally, really? Definitely country music.
Really?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought it was waiting for a second.
No,
okay.
no. I listen to, I would say rap and hip hop. Some gospel music in there too.
Okay. That's
Afrobeats.
Afrobeats.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about Congolese? Like, do you listen to Dombolo sometimes? Your parents are from Congo. Do you play Dombolo music sometimes? Or?
My parents definitely play that in the house. But I wouldn't say that like I listen to it.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
And so you say and what type of dance you used to do when you were young, like? Ballet or hip hop?
I went to a dance studio. I don't even know if it's open anymore in Moncton, but it was called Dance East. I went with my sister and we did hip hop for 1 year. but it was
Okay.
really expensive. So
Okay. And
Yeah.
did you quit or you decide just to say, okay, I'm too old for this. Let me just,
I decided to chase other dreams
just as a
instead.
dream.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. Evolution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes, Kim. So, what's your next trip? Like, are you planning some, like in let's say in 1 year or 2 years to go back home and visit, like back in Congo, Zambia? Yeah.
I would say I definitely have a lot of trips on my list.
Mhm.
Like I said, I want to travel and meet different people for sure. I've always wanted to travel since I was young.
Mhm.
As for going back to Congo, it's really expensive right now, so I don't see that happening like right now. And before I go, I'd want to send like my parents first because like that's their home and they haven't been there in a long time. So I feel like they would need that more than me first. But
No, okay.
once I'm able to hopefully send my parents first, then I definitely want to visit for sure. But right now, I'm focused on traveling around the world to different places to network. Yeah.
Okay, so that's good. So, and my question is, if you had to, okay, let's say if I'm taking you for a trip tomorrow, and what would be the first country that you may choose? Let's say
Italy.
Italy,
Yeah.
and why?
I went to Italy when I was in grade 12 actually for my graduation trip.
Nice.
Thanks to my parents because they paid for it. But I went to Italy. Well, I went to like different places in Italy. Not Italy, sorry. I went to different places in Europe when I was in grade 12. We went to Greece, Italy. I can't remember any other places, but Italy was like my favorite place. And like ever since that trip, I've always thought I need to go back to Italy.
And where
So.
in Italy? Like where?
Florence, Italy.
Florence,
Yeah.
Florence. Okay, yeah.
There's a lot of good stores like Gucci, Versace.
True.
Yeah.
Expensive stores.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where I spend my time sometime when I'm traveling.
Yeah, you gotta take me next time.
Don't worry, tomorrow. Yeah. So and yes, and my next question is: so, what's your favorite food? Okay, let's say.
My favorite food is, I would say, like either a hamburger or pasta.
Oh my god! For a second, I was gonna say spicy wrap. No, spicy chicken.
Spicy chicken? Burger from Wendy's, yeah.
Yeah, spicy.
Oh yeah, you remember. Oh yeah. Please. That's really funny.
So so thank you, Kim, for coming today. It was a big pleasure for me to have you today here. So where can people find you beside Moncton? Where can people find you? TikTok or let's say Instagram or Facebook if you still use Facebook? Yeah.
Yeah, so thank you for having me. I appreciate it. And you can find me on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, really anywhere under my name, Kim KOZ. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I actually have a video coming out tonight about Toronto Fashion Week. So if you want to see all about that, check it out. And thanks for having me.
That's true. Okay, cheers. Something.